How do I know I have the right logistical sequence? This is something that comes up all the time with basements, with foundations, with tight sites. There's work that has to be done, but not a lot of room. So how do you know that it all fits in the right sequence? Sometimes you have to do a day by day or week by week visual analysis. In this video, I'm going to show you how we do that on my computer so you can get a visual representation of when you need to analyze to make sure you have the right flow and the right sequence. Let's go. In this video, I'm going to take you through an example where we were really wondering what buildings should go first in sequence with the site utilities and how we made that determination and what steps went into that. If you're interested in that, please stay with us. Welcome everybody. I hope you're doing well, and I hope you are interested in this question. How can we make sure that we're sequencing something the right way when it's super complex? Let me paint a little story for you. This might not seem too complex for you, but this is our first project, and this is phase 1. So we have 3-story garden-style walk-up multifamily buildings, and then we have the clubhouse and the pool over here. This is phase 1. So super excited about this project, but the question is, which building do we start with? This one, or even the clubhouse, while all the time knowing that there's site work that's coming through here and that's phasing in different directions. And so it was hard to visualize. Human beings can't typically visualize this stuff as easy as you might think. And so, the question was, do we start 1, 2, 3? Do we go in a different direction? There was a proposal early on when we were originally looking at this, like, do we go ahead and start, 1, 2, 3 in this direction? Like, what do we do here? So it was just really hard, and there was a lot of verbal arguments, even for something this simple. I mean, me in my career, I have helped phase much more complex things than a multifamily site, but still it's hard for the human mind to comprehend. So let me take you through what I recommended. So what you're seeing here, I hope you're not freaking out, but this is what I call a week by week analysis. Let me take you into one of these specifically and see if I can explain it well. This was done to where the individual doing the analysis understood it, so please don't get too tripped up. But what he did was he mapped out the actual location of the site utilities and then overlaid it with where the buildings were, and down here at the bottom plugged into the visual here what the actual production plan looked like in a tagged format. So time by location on the left, we were able to see what was happening, and then obviously you see the legend over here. And so the cool thing about this was that Luis, I give him a huge shout out. He said, okay, let's analyze this part of the actual production plan and see where they would be on a week by week basis. And so basically, just like you would probably expect, said, okay, what's happening on week 1? What's happening on week 2? You can see the slice down here at the bottom and then where everybody is. What is happening on week 3? What is happening on week 4? And you'll see here little marks, and I left these little marks in here for you. This was where he was actually analyzing internally where things would go and where they would fit. And what this does is it allows you to see from the TAC plan visually where everything actually was mapping out. And so after doing this exercise, I think you went all the way to week 18. You can do this on paper or you can do this actually visually. This took a couple of hours. So in case you're like, Jay Money, I would never do this. Please just know this took a couple of hours. Immediately he was able to see whether or not we had the right sequence. Then he was able to see, can we get access up here to building 2 in time? Then he was actually able to see, can I get access to building 3? And then eventually over here to the clubhouse. And so these drawings allowed him to see, well, is scenario 1 the right way to go? Scenario 2, scenario 3, what is the way that we should go? And then that's what actually educated the production plan. And we included this in the bidding documents. It was quite neat. So that when we actually get down to, and this is the logistics plan, we actually know what the site zoning is. You see zone 1, 2, and 3 for the site, but the building sequence is 1, 2, 3, okay? And we're able to actually finalize our logistics maps based on data and analysis, not just an overall guess. So when you think about projects and deliverables, like, hey, how did we come up with this in the overall flow? Is it based off of an analysis or is it just a guess? My hope is that whatever you're coming up with and putting in the bid documents and executing on site is based off of a day-by-day or a week-by-week analysis, not just a guess. And let me just say this. I have never seen a tight site or a basement or concrete be able to be sequenced properly without doing a day-by-day or a week-by-week analysis like this, because it's just too complex for the human brain to just wing it and visualize it. We have to start to map it out on an actual drawing. And basically that's what we did here. So a shout out to Luis for doing this. We were able to verify identify exactly what we wanted by doing week by week analysis, and that's how you know if you have the right sequence. We'll go ahead and put this into a blog post, and if you ever want examples, please reach out to us. I hope you've enjoyed this video. On we go.